I see is that the arts are coming out of the schools. You have certain schools here in Philadelphia that the arts are very much a part of the curriculum, but those schools are very few. I want more schools to have not only dance, but the music, the visual arts, because they go hand in hand, the collaborations of the arts. And those students, it's proving that those students that are involved in the arts, whether it's dance, music, visual arts, or jazz, are more critical in their thinking. They're very analytical. They think for themselves. They make healthier living choices. So I want schools to be aware that dance programs, that arts programs are out here, and that they should be very supportive of not only the artists, but the students as far as having a well-rounded education. Those students that take dance must keep their grades up. So being in the dance class is very much based on your academics. And what I'm finding is that those students do excel. They excel, and it's proven that with music, those students that take music have a better understanding of math and sciences. So there's something to being involved with the arts that crosses over into the academic. The benefit of having arts program in the schools is quite evident. Those students that are involved in arts programs, first of all, they're very dedicated. It keeps them off the street. By the time you finish dancing every day in school, you're so tired, and after you do your homework, you can't do anything else. But those students have the ability to take those lessons that they learned in those art classes and apply them to other areas in life. That student that learns the posture of holding the body up, even standing erect, that's transferable. So now that student is able to take that posture and apply it in their everyday life. So those students are being exposed, and I call that a byproduct of an arts experience. Those students are very dedicated. They become critical thinkers. They think for themselves. So they really don't have time to be out there getting into any nonsense, because the arts are very, very demanding. I am interested in going into schools, getting long-term contracts, working with students with movement exploration. The beauty of how I work as an independent contractor is that I develop programs based on the needs. It could be based around a theme. I like collaborations. So if at E.M. Stanton, this school has so many artists coming in. The door that we do collaborations. They have a drumming circle. They have choir. They have violins. So I do collaborations with various artists. I do the dance component, and then we put the two together and put the three together. And it's very, very interesting to see the outcome of that. So students are involved with more than one art form. I would go in and do a long-term residency. And the reason I prefer long-term residencies is because that I get a chance to really develop and work with a student body for a longer period of time. I get to see a class develop from the very, very beginning, when they have no knowledge of organized dance is what we're talking about. Choreographic patterns and putting movement sequences together in September, and then where their performance and their understanding of movement level is by June is something to see in that development. And to see not only in dance, but as the individual, because that student grows as well. Because there's no separation of the individual from the dance. I would like to just think about the possibilities of a world not having the arts. What would that look like? If we lived in a world where there was no dance, there was no music, there was no visual arts, we would be living in an empty world, very bland, no color. It's the arts that make the world come alive. It gives us hope. The arts are a form of expression. And without that expression, without the arts, where would we be? The arts allow us to grow, to have hope, to believe, to become those things and those individuals and those things that we don't normally. In dance, I could be anything I want to be. Once I hit the stage, it allows me, that's the magic of the arts.